portion of Acadiana Live is sponsored by Matthew James Tax and Wealth Management.
Welcome back to Taxes and Retirement Tuesday. Many retirees will rely on their workplace retirement plan to get them through retirement. So what do you need to be aware of when it comes to your 401k? Joining me now is Acadiana's retirement strategist, John Blanchard. John is a financial professional with Matthew James Tax and Wealth Management, and he's a popular radio show host. John, for those who have been putting money into their workplace retirement savings account for many years and it's now over $1 million, what do those individuals need to know?
Yeah, so I mean, depending on their age, there's things and there's a capacity of what we could do as far as planning to help them move their assets around. But ideally, if the majority of their money is in a pre-tax plan, we need to look at what other parts of the 401k plan do they have. A lot of people are not aware of that their plan also offers a Roth contribution amount, but also our account really, but also they have an after-tax account as well. So instead of sending the money and like basically paying taxes on it, sending it to your checkbook and reinvesting in a brokerage account, and maybe you have limitations on, or you will have limitations on how much you can contribute to a Roth IRA from there, you can actually use a post-tax 401k, make a contribution to that account up to the limit, and then you can convert that amount to your Roth 401k by the end of the year, by 12/31. That's called the mega backdoor conversion. So we just have to look at what is your plan details and look at the flexibility, look at your situation, and even if you have the ability, if you're 59 and a half and over, you can actually move the proceeds inside of your pre-tax portion of your 401k out to a traditional IRA in the form of a in-service rollover. And so that's a non-taxable transfer, and then you can do some advanced planning with that IRA money as well. So ideally, we just have to look at the big picture goal. What are you trying to do? Do you need to build more wealth with that account? Or now do you need to, maybe diversify even further? Because within a 401k, you're limited to the amount of offerings they have in that plan. Where if you move that money to a traditional IRA, you have a complete open architecture of the way you can invest that money for the long term.
Yeah, those are some of our options, but maybe some mistakes that people make. What are some of those big mistakes people make when it comes to their 401k?
Well, I mean, one thing that we see is a lot of people may take a distribution from the plan where, maybe they had outside assets that they could have used to, maybe cover some kind of an emergency expense versus taking a distribution. Now, what you could do with the 401k is you can take a loan from the plan, which is a non-taxable distribution. You just have to pay that loan back. The other thing that we see a lot of people making mistakes with that they're not aware of is using the target date funds within the portfolios, because people think, okay, well, the target date fund is made and designed for me for whatever date I'm planning on to retire. But the makeup of the investments internally could create a problem. We saw, in 2020 and 21 and 22, there was a tremendous amount of volatility. And there's people in 2021, 2022 lost a tremendous amount of money in their target date funds when they could have been in a different allocation in the 401k and minimize the losses that they could have had in that time period.
Yeah, lots to remember if you are preparing for retirement. And for you guys watching at home, if you want to make sure that your ducks are in a row when it comes to your workplace retirement plan, John has a great offer for you. Right now, for the first 5 callers with $500,000 or more, he is offering a